Hi there, I'm Sean. Thanks for choosing this 30-minute strength and bodyweight class. I'm excited to exercise with you today. Now, for this class, you will only need a set of dumbbells that are appropriate for your fitness level and a chair that we will utilize to sit on and for a couple of the exercises that we'll be doing. Make sure your space is free and clear of any debris so you don't have any tripping hazards. And of course, make sure you have water and drink throughout class. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer here, and we are going to get moving with a step touch right here. Step together and reach those arms forward and back to get that body warmed up. Nice, big, dynamic movements to get the blood pumping. Get the body ready for what we're about to do. Big reach with those arms straight ahead and make those steps as large as you can make them. All right, I'm going to make a small change to this where I cross and dig to the front. So we step out and then dig to the front. So we cross the midline of the body with that foot as it digs almost right in front of your other foot. All right, you have 4, 3, 2, back to the step touch. 3, 2, and back to the dig right here. 2 more. Let's cut that in half. Step touch. And step dig. 1 more time. Step touch. Step and dig. Change it all. Step wide and squat. Down and up. Yeah, let's add those arms now. Reach down and lift. Your butt goes to the back, so like you sit in the chair. Make sure you wiggle your toes for me. All your weight's in your heel, okay? So you shouldn't have weight in your toes, and your knees track out towards your second and third toe. They don't pass it, but they track towards it, okay? Your squat momentum, or how fast you go, your pace, really dependent on how you feel. And keep those arms moving. Still want to warm up those shoulders. You have 4, 3, 2, and now ham curls. Step and curl it up. Bring the heel right to the back side. You have 8 more just like that, and then we will change it to a single, double hamstring curl. 4, 3, keep those arms moving. Ready? Single, double. Single and balance, double. Use that core to help you balance, and try and think about keeping that core engaged all throughout class today. They make every movement more powerful and safer if you keep that core engaged. 1 more time. Now step wide, lunge side to side, side. Woo, nice stretch for those inner thighs. Now notice my toes pointing fairly straight ahead. We just shift, rock side to side and straighten one leg as we bend the other. Now, let's reach and pull. So draw that elbow up to the sky. Reach across and pull. Just like that. 2, and other side. Ready? Reach and pull. Draw that elbow up. Still warming up the upper body and the lower body. Hopefully you feel that body temperature increasing a little bit. Maybe you're starting to feel a little breathy, and that's okay, but you should be able to still carry on a conversation with someone. Just side to side lunge. Add those shoulders for me. Maybe you want to inch your feet a little further apart. Increase that stretch a little more if you feel comfortable and warm. You have 4, 3, right back to the step touch. So step together. We're going to run through the whole thing. 4, 3, step and dig right here. Step touch. Step and dig that heel into the ground. 4 more. 4, 3, step wide, let's squat down and up. Drop, lift, arms. go down, reach. Stand up nice and tall. Get all the bend out of the hips when you stand up, and push the butt back like you're sitting in the chair. Keep your chest up. 2, and ham curls. Let's go. Step and curl. And here's Molly joining us, bringing me the toy of the day. I don't know if you can see her or not in the camera. She's almost there. All right, single, single, double. Let's go. Single, single, double. Single and double. One more time. Now, lunge side to side right here. Just shoulders this time. Finish up this warm-up, and we are about to start the workout phase of class. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, nice work. Hopefully you feel your heart rate's increased a little bit as well. You need your dumbbells for the first exercise. And like I mentioned before, water important to have. Feel free to drink it at any time throughout class, even if I don't take a break to drink, okay? The next exercise, or the first one, is a squat with an upper body exercise. So what we do is we squat, and then at the top, we do a front raise, thumbs up, okay? So hands down at your side, 15 of them. We squat down, stand up all the way, front raise. So we're getting 2 for 1 here. Drop and lift. Make sure those shoulders or the shoulder blades draw down your back and the shoulders stay down away from your ears. Keep the chest up and the eye straight ahead as you do these exercises. Now, real easy on front raises to swing those arms. Try and resist that and do a lift and a controlled lower. And don't worry about the music here, okay? Because we may get off the beat, which is all right. I just want you to move at a pace that works for you and allows you to get good range of motion. Because the better range of motion you have, the more benefit you get out of these exercises. One more time and stop right there. Okay, now we go to a hip hinge. So what we'll do, you can set your weights down or keep them in your hand. We'll cross the center of the body, and I'm going to turn profile for you. The feet are just under your hip bones. Your back stays flat, shoulder blades pulled together. So stick your chest out to the floor, and we hinge at the hip. We use our glutes, our butt, squeeze as we come up and stand up all the way. Ready? Here we go, 15. And drop and stand up all the way. Nice flat back. The last thing you want to happen is for your back to round when you do this. So you want to keep your back flat and squeeze your butt. Keep it tight, keep it tight. Squeeze it tighter as you come up. Again, if it feels like it's too much for your back, you can absolutely lose one or both of the dumbbells. This is a great back and glute exercise. Stand up all the way. Just a few more, stay with me. You don't want to rush these, because you will feel these in your hamstrings tomorrow and the next day if you drop too fast. So slow and controlled movements. And give me one more. And stop right there. Now we are going to use the chair. So go ahead and get the chair all set up for you. And we come to the edge of the chair, and we're going to be in the hinged position again. Hands on the sides of the legs, we hinge forward, and we're doing a reverse curl, or a reverse fly. Right and then left, alternating. So we do a right and then a left. 30 of them, 15 on each side. Ready? Here we go. Keep your back flat and really try to move your shoulder blade. So your eyes are on the floor about 3 feet in front of your toes. Your back is flat. Your spine is lengthened, so lengthen through the back of the neck. You really want to squeeze those shoulder blades as you press your shoulders down. Squeeze them to the spine. Alternate right and left. Such a great exercise for posture. We are fighting gravity. As we age, it gets harder and harder, and this is one of those exercises that's so good to combat that forward movement that starts to happen as we collapse our shoulders, our backs weaken because of all the work we do in front of us all day long. This is a great exercise to prevent that from happening. Stay with me, keep going. Just 3 more on each side. Stay leaning forward, try not to come up. You'll be tempted to. 1 more. And you are done with that. Okay, now you can take these dumbbells and just set them behind you. You don't even have to bend over to the floor. If you want water, go ahead and get some water. Otherwise, tune in. We're going to the edge of our seat again, and we're doing a double leg ab crunch. So we crunch up. Now, if that is too much, you can just barely touch the toe of one and use one for 7 or 8 reps and then switch. Your choice. Ready? Let's try them both. There we go. Crunch. Lean back. Crunch. Breathe through it. Really good for the abdominals. If it's getting too difficult, just tap one toe to the ground and keep that movement going and really think about the contraction that's happening right here in the core, the front of the body. All right, next exercise we do standing. You can move your chair out of the way, and you do need your dumbbells for it. Excuse me. We're doing a static lunge. So if you feel like you want to have the chair to help balance, and just for a little security blanket, you can. So I'll turn at an angle. We're staying in the lunge position the whole time. So it allows you not going forward and back and stepping into it to keep good form. So you can put both one dumbbell in each hand, both in one hand if you want, one hand or fingertips on the chair, whatever works for you. Heels up in the back, feet are on train tracks. Push through your heel in the front. 15. Here we go. Drop and lift. Again, don't worry about the music here. Lower, lift. So the movement is straight down, straight up, not forward and back. Drop and lift. Really great for strengthening those muscles to help relieve pressure off the knee. 1 more and stop right there. And then we simply just switch sides. So I'm going to do this one without the balance of the chair. Put 1 dumbbell in each hand. Make sure your back heel stays up off the floor and keep pushing through that front heel. So wiggle your front toes for me. Here we go. Drop, lift. Inhale, exhale. If you feel off balance, your feet may be too close to each other. Make sure they're separated with tracks, like on train tracks, and then you step straight back. Woo! Legs are talking a little bit. How about yours? Come on. This is also a great stretch for you too. 1 more. And stop there. Okay, we have a standing oblique crunch. So we're working this side of the body, all right? We lower both dumbbells in one hand, then we use this side to contract. Draw your rib towards your hip bone. Ready? Crunch. Crunch. Maybe you want to put your hand or fingers there. Make sure you're contracting those muscles. Don't lift the shoulder. Rather, keep your shoulders pressed down and make these obliques. Make the movement happen. Crunch. Breathe through it. And you're moving side to side. No forward and back movement here. Crunch. And 1 more. Switch hands. Real simple switch here. Make sure you're balanced, core is on, and crunch. There's 1, 2. Stand up nice and tall here. So nice, long, lengthened spine. Crunch. Breathe through it. Again, sometimes it helps to touch the area that you're contracting to make that mind-muscle connection. Crunch. Muscles in the core that we don't work near enough, most people anyway. Won't say that's for everybody. Okay, we need the chair or the wall. We're doing push-ups next. So you can do push-ups with your hands on the chair, and I can show you how to modify those, or you can go to a wall. Just make sure your feet are away from the wall far enough and your heels are off the floor to really challenge you, okay? Otherwise, you can challenge yourself with a regular push-up that's a little bit modified coming off the floor, and you can modify it even more by bringing one foot forward, okay? We got 15. Ready? Here we go. Lower, lift. Breathe out every time you push away. Push-ups are so great. They work a lot of different muscles. Are you squeezing your bum? Is your core turned on? Are your shoulders pressed down away from your ears? You've got this. Maybe you need to modify the last few. That's okay. Stop right there. All right, we're gonna rest those arms for a little bit. Maybe get some water. Oh, that tastes good. Nice and cold. It's been warm here. I'm in Minnesota. It's been in the 90s this week, and the humidity is relatively higher than normal. So when you're not used to that, it feels hot outside. But won't stop me from going to play pickleball tonight. So excited. I love that sport. If you haven't taken one of my classes before, I've talked about it a handful of times, but you've got to give it a try. All fitness levels and a ton of fun, okay? Let's move on. Plank. We're using the chair for the plank. You can hold on to the sides of the chair. So get in the plank position, and then we're gonna lift right and left, alternate the right and left leg, reverse leg extensions. First of all, your body straight. Lift through the crown of the head. Squeeze the butt. Shoulders down. Tuck your abs in and lift. 1, 2, 3. Flex your foot, and your leg does not need to go high. I just need a good, strong contraction in the butt muscles, the gluteals, okay? Squeeze, squeeze. We have an epidemic of weak butts in our country because we see it a lot. This exercise attacks that directly. One more, and stop right there. Dumbbells in hand. Our last exercise before we repeat them and do less reps the second time through. So alternating sides, bicep curls, right, then left. We do 30 total. 15 on each side. Ready? Single leg to challenge you. So try and get one leg off the floor, and you can tap it down if you need to. Shoulders roll back and down, stand up tall. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Abs are on. That will help you balance. So pull that navel in, then lift it up into the rib cage. Press shoulders down. Nice solid midsection. And keep it going. Hang on. Working the front of that arm. Those muscles that are nice to show when you have a tank top on. All right. Woo! We get to start over. So our first exercise is the squat with the front raise. You can do these without dumbbells now that we're going through a second time. If you're not feeling like you have as much in ya to do the exercises really well, you can always modify by lowering the weight and lowering or decreasing your range of motion. So a few options for you. So feet wider than your hip bones, toes out at 10 and 2. We squat down, pushing your butt back, lift and front raise. Here we go, 12 of them. Down, lift. Now try not to look down, because if you look down, it'll make your upper body collapse. So keep your eyes straight ahead on the horizon. Your back nice and flat. Shoulders pulled together, and keep those abs turned on. Now use your glutes, your butt, to get from the bottom all the way up to the top. A nice gluteal exercise in combination with those other ones you were doing. One more. And stop right there. Okay, hip hinge. 2 weights, 1 weight, or no weights. Feet under your hip bones. Flat back, shoulders rolled back and down, and we hinge forward, slow, flat back, stand up all the way. 12 of them. Eyes go with you. Stick the chest out to the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to help keep your form the way it needs to be, meaning a flat back as you do the exercises. Just a few more. Woo! Almost there. Last one. Okay, nice work. Maybe you want to roll it out backwards, forward a little bit. We're gonna have a seat next. So now we do the hinge in a seated position with a reverse fly. 24 total, 12 on each side. Ready? Hinge forward, flat back, lengthen the spine, through the back of the neck, up through the crown of the head. Here we go. Right and left. Drawing the shoulder blade in to the middle of the body, towards that spine. Lean forward enough so that you're not doing a lateral raise or a raise to the side, but you're making this an upper back exercise. Because if you sit up, you do a side raise. We're not doing those. We're doing reverse flies. So open the chest and work that upper back. Stay with me, 4 more. 3, come on. 2 and 1. Your weights can go in the chair. We're doing the seated crunch. All right, so butt towards the end of the chair, lean back, legs out, 12 of them. Crunch and extend. 2, 3, 4. Halfway, come on, come on. 5, just 4, stay with it. 3, you're almost there. 2 and 1. Why are those so difficult sometimes? My goodness. Woo! Need to work our core more probably. All right, dumbbells, again, unless you don't want to use them for the lunges. That's what's next. So we're doing that static lunge. Here's the angled position if you want to use the chair for that support if you need it. Or shoulders back and down, heels up in the back, all toes point straight ahead. Here we go. Drop and lift. Just 12 on each side. Straight down and up. Make that movement go straight down. Lift up nice and tall. You never want to lock that front knee though. Keep it soft and breathe through it. Just a few more to go. Try and finish to the end if you can. And stop right there. Those exercises, lunges, I tell you what, they will make your legs scream. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Ready? Here we go, other side. Drop and lift. Is that heel up in the back on that back foot? Toes pointing straight ahead. How about your weight? Is it in the front heel? Don't let anything go to your toes in the front. Wiggle those toes for me. How low can you drop it down? Still feel safe and able to get back up again. One more. And done. We stand now for the standing oblique crunch. Excuse me as I wipe the sweat off of my eyes, sweating quite a bit here. All right, both in one hand, working the opposite side. Ready? Let's crunch. 12. Bend, crunch. Just side to side, like you're in between 2 panes of glass. You're sliding the front, you feel them sliding on the back. You're squeezed in between them. You want to stay between those 2 panes. So don't let the body go forward or rock back. Keep those shoulders square to the front. Done. Other side. Ready? Right away. Crunch and lower. Now, if you feel it's too hard to balance with your feet together, you can certainly do this with your feet apart a little bit. It just challenges you a little more, your balance, if your feet are closer together. Just a few more. Crunch real hard right there. Last one. And done. You need the chair for push-ups next, or the wall, depending on what you used. All right, remember you can modify these if you're using the chair with that foot forward. 12 of them. I'll do it with you modified if you need to. For those of you that need it, let's do these together. Ready? 12 of them. Here we go. 12, 11, 10. Just 8 more. Halfway. 6. Come on. 5. Stay with it. 4, 3, 2. Last one. You've got this. And 1. Wow. Roll them out. Swing those arms. We go back down for the plank position with those reverse leg extensions. All right, so shake those arms out, holding a strong plank. So a straight line from the top of your head to your heels. Ready? In other words, none of this. No butts in the air. Let's get butts down. Nice straight board. Ready? Right and left. Right. Flex the foot. Left. Squeeze the butt. Squeeze the cheek of the leg that you're lifting. Nice and tight. Squeeze. Stay strong with that upper body. Press those shoulders down. One more or a couple more. And done. All right. You did fantastic. We got to finish curls. And then we stretch. Ready? Single leg. I'm going to balance on my other leg from opposite of last time. Ready? Let's curl. 24. Keep it going. Thumbs up. Shoulders pressed down. And nice and tall. And remember, you can touch your toe down to the ground if you need to catch your balance. But balance comes from the center of the body. So make sure that core is still on. Almost done. And stop right there. All right. It is time to stretch. It is amazing how fast those classes go by. And I cannot thank you enough for joining me today, but don't go anywhere yet. Let's stretch a little. Let's cross one foot over the other. Nice tall flat back, and we hinge forward, feeling a nice stretch in those hamstrings. And then stand up, switch legs. Stand up tall, hinge at the hip. Yeah. Keep those shoulders pulled back. Lift the tailbone up behind you. Breathe and switch. Other side. Nice and tall first, then we hinge forward. Really nice stretch for the back of the leg. Some tight muscles for a lot of people. Switch one more time. Try not to let the back round. Lift that tailbone up behind you. And release. Now we're doing a figure 4 stretch. You're going to balance on one leg. You may want the chair to help you. Stay balanced, so cross one leg over and have a seat. A little deeper if you can. And stand up. Same leg. Little rest, and let's drop down again. A little deeper. Release. Other leg. And sit back. A little lower if you can. Stand up. One more time. And a little deeper if you can. Try not to put too much weight on that chair if you're using it. Release. Okay, let's open the chest. Smile. You've just done really great things for your body. Those endorphins, those feel-good, pain-killing hormones natural, occurring in the body. Open. Your body is really happy right now. Big open. All those push-ups. And release. Let's do that one more time. Big open. Thumbs up. Keep smiling. And release. Okay. Inhale together. Let's lift. And exhale, push. Arms down. Bend the knees slightly. Lift. Inhale, fill the lungs, and exhale. That was the timer. We have one more. Ready? Let's lift. And push. All the air goes out. Release those arms. One shoulder roll back. Smile. And congratulations. Way to go. Thanks for sticking with it up to the very end. Again, my name is Sean. So grateful you chose to exercise with me today. And I hope you can make it back to a class again real soon. Until next time, bye-bye.